Hey guys, SuperHello1 here. Welcome back to another video, and today the sun is really freaking bright. But we got this. So it is currently like 9:30 in the morning. Trailer's loaded, and we're going to Tiger Tracks 2024. Okay, so what exactly is happening? I got invited to the Tiger Tracks train show and sale for 2024, at least to bring my layout, and I had to get a U-Haul because I don't have any way of moving that thing around. So I have a couple other videos on my channel of me getting it ready to do this, and I've talked about the show a couple times, but I'm going to try and vlog it. We're going to see how this goes. This may end up just being an intro bit, and then I'll just do normal content like after this, but we're going to try and get this thing 350 miles over to Rochester, New York, and hopefully have a blast. But there's a lot of stuff in that trailer. It's really heavy, so let's start on our way. So I apologize for not getting more footage yesterday during setup. It was a very hectic time. It was pretty much just me running the show. I did have some help from my fiance and a couple of the members of the club who came out to help me unload the trailer. But basically once we got there, we just unpacked the trailer and unpacked the car, threw everything down on the floor, tried to figure out a way of holding up the table to put the legs on it. And we ended up just using another table underneath that was just high enough that the legs could fit under perfectly. So that was fun. Then we went to go park the trailer and came back and just finished unpacking. It took me, I think I finished up at like 9 o'clock, basically, 9 o'clock at night. But I still have a little bit of work I need to do this morning. I need to set up my display table, and I need to fix 4 of the 6 switches on my layout, which are completely frozen. I'm assuming they're just rusted shut. I got 2 of them moving yesterday, but the big disappointment for me, at least, is that I forgot all of my lights back home. So I don't have any of the street lights. I don't have like the clock for the station. I don't have the crossing signal. Like, I have none of it, and I'm incredibly disappointed in myself for forgetting that. But anyway, it's now it's like 6:30 in the morning on Saturday. I've got a little bit of a drive from the place that I'm staying to the actual show itself, but I'm gonna pick up some breakfast, and we'll get in and start, or I guess finish setting up, and they open to the public at 10 a.m. and we'll see how it looks. Alright, so here's how the layout currently sits. So the problem I'm having is here. So these, they move, but they're incredibly stiff, and they're so stiff that even with maximum voltage to the solenoids, they don't actually actuate. So I need to take off these covers and then completely grease all of the moving components in here. You can see, just based on the screws alone, they're a little rusted. So these haven't moved in a while, so. But the only one that work, or the only 2 that work, are this guy, which is super smooth for some reason, and this one on the crossover, as I'm flinging this now very dried up lichen everywhere. But this one's like rock solid, which doesn't work well, and then so is that and the other 2. So, but yeah, that's how the layout sits. All the controls and stuff are tucked under here. It's an absolute rat's nest of wires because I thought I was going to be putting it on the ground, and then I decided I could fit this little table under here and get an actual table for my like display track and workbench basically. But lighting controllers hooked up, and the lights that I do have are in the school. The car is lit up, the water tower is lit up, and the station's lit up. And then the 156 freight station, which the more I look at it, the more I don't think it's a 156 freight station. But the freight house is lit by track power. I am missing a bumper on the end of that track. You can see I had a test there to make sure that it is actually missing. But yeah, so all the trees are in and skirts are on. So I got to set up this table and start working on switches. So the table's set up, and if you're wondering what the inside of an Atlas switch machine looks like, there you go. Alright, so what I've determined is that these switch machines need to be completely torn apart and probably rewound. I don't think the coils have enough strength to actually move these mechanisms. I've got them actually moving now. They're not just straight up frozen anymore. But I still can't actuate them with the controller. I did check. I am getting 18 volts to the terminals when I use the switch controller. So the problem isn't in the wiring. The problem is in the actual switch control, or the switch motor itself. So, woot. I guess I'm just going to be throwing switches manually, which is fine. My layout's pretty small anyway. But yeah, so now I get to start unpacking stuff and get some stuff ready to run for the public. Alright, so that's a wrap for day 2, I guess, of Tiger Tracks. It's technically the first day for the public. But overall, very uneventful. Just got to run trains and talk with a lot of people, answer a lot of questions, which was really cool. Had a couple people come out and actually call me out for I have a seminar tomorrow, and they wanted to chat about what I was working on and what I have my seminar on, which was pretty cool. So yeah, the only main issue I had, there's a couple TMCC reception issues near where the control panel hooks up, which is, I mean, that's par for the course for my layout, I guess. But I had a couple locomotive issues. The T1, my Reading T1 had a problem with the connector. The wire pulled out one of the motor leads at the connector, so I just finished resoldering that and putting that back into place and tested it out with a 9-volt battery, and it should be good now, so we'll find out tomorrow, I guess. But that engine was just not happy running today, so probably for the best that I didn't blow something up, but we'll see how it runs tomorrow. And then more of the same, just running stuff. I want to actually walk the show tomorrow morning. We'll see if I actually can do that. Because I'm the only vendor for my table, or the only person manning my table, I'm technically not supposed to leave unless I have everything shut down and tied down, but, you know, I can probably bend the rules a little bit, I guess. So, we'll see. I'll probably go first thing in the morning before the doors open for the public, just to walk around, take a look, see if there's any good deals. I'm sure a lot of them got snagged today, but, you know, it is what it is. Club made a decent amount of money, which is good. If you attended the show, thank you for your support. It means the world to us when you buy stuff from the club, or if you donate for the raffles to participate. We had a lot of good raffled items today, and that's immensely helpful for the club, so thank you. But yeah, we're going to go out to dinner. It's a little bit of a drive, and I'll probably catch you guys first thing tomorrow morning. So, see you then. Alright, good morning. It is currently 8 a.m. on Sunday. Same deal as yesterday, except we don't actually have to set up anything on the platform because we staged everything last night. So we're going to go get some breakfast and run over to the show. I think I'm going to try and walk it in the morning here before we open to the public, because that's really the only time I'm going to be able to. And yeah, see you at the show.
I don't know, my reload now doesn't work for grab.
Because ice planets kind of on now, but for the most part they also so a lot of our coverage is your local islands. Yeah, so Texas.
Like, you know, that whole table right over there is all my stuff.
Oh, you know.
It is now 9:50.
Okay, so it's now 5:53 at night. The show ended at 4. It took us about an hour and a half to throw everything into the trailer. I didn't record it because we're kind of in a bit of a time crunch, since we have to drive, like 6 hours back. But, and it's going to be late. But, yeah, it was a good show. Had a lot of fun. The cleanup was a little hectic, but, that's train shows. It always is. So if you came out to support us, thank you very much. Yeah, we're going to get some food and then drive all the way the heck back home, and this trailer is not getting unloaded until tomorrow because I'm not doing that in the middle of the night. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys then. All right, we're back. It's now Tuesday. We unloaded the trailer yesterday, and that took like 3 hours or something like that. Doing that with 2 people is a lot of work. I did actually remember to take a picture of the inside of the trailer, so I'll put that on screen now. It doesn't look like a lot, but when you have to unload every single box one by one, there's a lot of stuff in that trailer. But as I've said before, it was a really fun show, totally worth all the work that went into getting all the stuff there and getting it back, and all the stress and the headache that came with it. It was incredibly expensive though, and so that is why this is a one-time deal. I'm not going to be bringing... I will be returning to future Tiger Tracks, but I will not be bringing my layout with me. I'll likely just be bringing the display table with a blue tablecloth and the test track, so that I can run some of my engines. We had a great turnout for the show, so if you did come to the show, thank you so much. We appreciate your support. It was great to see the support for my layout, all the other layouts that were there, the vendors that were there, and the club itself, obviously. We had a lot of good raffles and giveaways. The club made a lot of money off of it, which is seriously going to help them with their layout redesign. So that is immensely helpful, and thank you again. The funniest thing, I think, for me at least, that happened at the show, the Blue Comet set, which you can actually see in one of the ending shots as I'm walking around the show, actually decided to commit murder and completely destroyed one of the axles on one of the club members' G-scale locomotives. So, sorry, Garrett. But yeah, the tracks came apart, and the Blue Comet just decided that it was going to go off directly into the G-scale locomotive, so whoops. But speaking of breaking things, if it makes you feel any better, I did 3 of my engines no longer run. So the Reading T1, a motor wire for the motor lead pulled out, so that engine doesn't move anymore. The G3, the encoder came off, and the Camelback that I built has an electrical pickup issue that I can't quite figure out, but it just stalls out constantly. So all things I'm going to have to fix, likely in the new year. So lots of fun stuff coming your way in that regard. But again, thank you so much for your support and for watching. I hope you all learned something maybe about how the shows operate behind the scenes and what it takes to go to something like this if you want to display a layout. If you're a vendor and you want to sell things, it's substantially easier unless you have a huge setup. If you're just a 1 or 2 table vendor, you're just fine. You got to buy the tables, and then you show up with your stuff, and ideally you have tablecloths, and you put the tablecloths down, and then you put your stuff down, and you're good. If you're bringing a layout, it's a lot more work, as you saw. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I am Sleepy Hollow One, and have a good day, or maybe good night in your case. See ya.